Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. No government in the world has looted their country like Buhari's government. Timmy Frank, a former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Corandel Timmy Frank, has alleged that the President Muhammadu Buhari's led administration is looting Nigeria's treasury dry. On his Twitter page, Frank said Nigerians used the coronavirus pandemic to expose the kind of government that is running the affairs of the country. He alleged that the ongoing looting is capable of sinking Nigeria because no government in the world has looted their country like the Buhari's government. He wrote, God used this coronavirus to expose the kind of government it shows that Buhari has no concern for the citizens. At this period, Nigeria needs you more than when you are displaying your incompetence. Buhari should never mention fighting against corruption. Again, he is highly corrupt, I can tell you. When you talk about individuals who are fighting against corruption in Africa, then you will mention Paul Kadama of Rwanda, Amagofo JP of Tanzania. Buhari has only been campaigning a corrupt cause. This is the most corrupt government in the history of Nigeria. You are just so shameful. COVID-19. No government in the world has looted the country like Buhari's government. To them, it's profit-making time. Corruption is sinking all over the government. By the end, by the end of this whole thing, he leaves too. So we'll be shocked at what Buhari and his looting cabal would have done to the country. May God save Nigeria. I can tell you, he's not even concerned or bothered about Nigeria. Don't forget, this is his last tenure and he's looking forward to leaving office. So he's taking as much as possible before leaving. Coronavirus has exposed really who they truly are. Well, this is Timmy Frank, former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressive Congress (APC), talking about the activities of Buhari. The person speaking used to be Timmy Frank is alleging that there is ongoing looting now in this Buhari's administration than ever before. He said since the inception of Nigeria as a country, since Nigeria became a nation, the looting in Nigeria that is beyond words can describe. He said this COVID-19 whole thing has been an opportunity for them to steal from the nation's treasury. He went further to explain the person talking about is not a novice. The former deputy of the publicity secretary of Buhari's administration is the one speaking of APC. He said nobody should tell him Buhari is fighting corruption because clearly, truly, Buhari is not. That Buhari is one of the most corrupt persons, his administration. The person speaking is not just a novice. He has served in Buhari's administration and knows exactly what he's talking about. Nigerians, this is what the guy is saying. He said, as we are speaking now, looting is ongoing with Buhari's administration. They're just putting things here and there, saying they are doing this program, doing that program. They said they are giving Nigerians food and everything. Which Nigeria precisely? Because we haven't seen the Nigeria. Which of the Nigeria? Who exactly was he given to? Who has come out to say, yes, I've benefited from this program. Yeah, this is the money I got, or this is the food item, or this or that. This is the issue that we are asking. So the issue of coronavirus has given Buhari the very, very, the reason more and his administration to steal from the nation's treasury like never before. We said no nation has stolen as much as this Buhari's administration. So that's what is being alleged. He has worked with Buhari. He has worked with the administration. So I believe he knows what he's talking about. Nigerians, what do you think? This man is alleging that Buhari, they are stealing as we are talking. Looting is ongoing from the country. A lot of stealing is going on as we speak, you know. So this is the issue we have on ground now. This man is revealing that this administration, they are just stealing Nigerian money, stealing Nigerian's treasury. Remember a few days ago, the Accountant General Office, got burnt. Just started getting, nobody knows exactly what happened, but they had to call and, everybody was very worried. And the Accountant General said there is no cause for alarm, that everything was in order, that there was no cause for alarm, that the relevant papers, relevant documents are all safe. But what would have led to that fire? And who exactly is this relief package meant for in Nigeria? Who is enjoying this relief package? Who are those? So this APC government, this Buhari's led administration, is the worst administration, the worst government Nigeria has had, you know. So these are some of the issues that Nigerians are talking about. I just want to quickly use this opportunity to say, please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe so you can get all our latest news. We're here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the nations of the world. We're here to keep you informed. Buhari says he's fighting corruption clearly, truly, and really. He's not. Buhari is not fighting corruption. He's just carrying on doing his own thing. He's not fighting corruption. There is no corruption being fought here. If you have been following the Apple Line media news, you will see for yourself that US indicted the EFCC chairman, that he was part of those carrying out loots, preventing the course of justice in Nigeria. The EFCC chairman, the US said this guy is not doing the right thing. These are some of the things these people are doing. It's to us Nigerians that they are pretending as if they are doing, they are working. No, the US is investigating EFCC chairman as we speak, and they found out that it's been alleged that he is trying to divert the fund, the Abacha's loots. So these are some of the things we are talking about. These are how leaders are disgracing themselves overseas. This was what happened when Buhari, this was what happened when Buhari's eyes, before the whole incident of a coronavirus. US have already stopped immigration visa, migrant visa, you know, migrant visa for Nigerians. Why other countries are free? US have already stopped it for Nigerians. Why? Because they've asked our government to put some things in order, which they bluntly refused. And they pretend as if they did not hear about it. They pretend as if they are not aware. No insecurity and the hike. Lawlessness, no regard for rule of law, or the order of the day. Yet you want other nations to share their intelligence, share security with you. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very hard, So Nigerians, this is what is going on now. This person has worked with them before. He said, you know what? This government is one of the most corrupt governments I've ever seen before. It's one of the most corrupt governments in the history. That they're using the incident of coronavirus to steal from the nation. They're using the history of coronavirus to really steal, to loot the nation's treasury. What would you say of that? What would you say? This is the country we are living in. This is the Nigeria we belong to. What are we going to do about these issues that are going on? I tell you what, Nigerians, get involved in politics. Start somewhere. We are not going to overcome this if we just sit in one place and do nothing about it. We must get involved and we must start. That's the way to go. That's the way we can defeat this evil. That's the way we can speak up and say, you know what? When they are trying to bring some funny laws, we say, no, 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 no. This is not going to work. This is not going to stand. So we can have our voice being heard and we can speak up. But if we keep quiet and allow them to continue, they're going to begin to dictate to us how we live our life. And we don't want that. We don't. We don't. We don't want that. We want life. We want life in Nigeria to be a good life, so people will be happy to live. Nigerians, that's the issue on ground, though. So this government is one of the worst government. They steal and they loot. Anyway, thanks for listening. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye.